Who were the real Knights Templar? The Knights Templar are best known for the legends of their lost treasure, but who were these warrior monks? Read on to discover more. The Knights Templar who protected pilgrims traveling to the Crusader states of Outremer immediately evoke images of famous medieval knights and their lost treasure. This trip lasted several years, with pilgrims walking more than 12,000 kilometers, 7,500 miles, including the return journey. Many pilgrims did not survive the entire trip. In this context, Pope Urban II urged Western leaders to take up arms, to defend pilgrims, and liberate Jerusalem and the Holy Land from Islamic rule. As a result, the First Crusade began, and Godfrey of Bouillon and his men took the city of Jerusalem in 1099. In 1120, around the time of the Council of Nablus, north of Jerusalem, a small group of laymen founded a new order, the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ in the Temple of Solomon, today best known as the Knights Templar, or Templars. The few written documents about the group's creation mention 9 knights, with Hugues de Payens as their leader. Hugues de Payens and the others were probably linked to the Canons Regular of the Holy Sepulchre, the most powerful Christian order in Jerusalem, created by Godfrey of Bouillon, leader of the First Crusade. Hugues himself lived among other secular knights who stayed in Jerusalem and other parts of Outremer after the First Crusade. The Templars chose to serve and defend their newly acquired possession, the Holy Sepulchre. Although part of the lay community, these men were deeply religious and served the church. Other knights and lords soon joined the small community. The Knights Templar followed a rule and were under the orders of a master. On top of that, they took the vows of chastity, poverty, and obedience. However, when creating this militia Christi, the knights wanted to be completely independent of the canons of the Holy Sepulchre and any other religious orders. Unlike the canons, their first mission was military. They created this autonomous order to protect Western pilgrims on their way to Jerusalem and Outremer, the 4 states created after the First Crusade in the Levant. The combination of a pious existence with knighthood constituted a new form of religious life. The Order of Solomon's Temple was the first society to welcome laymen and offer them the possibility to serve God without withdrawing from the world. To survive, the newly created Order of Solomon's Temple had to seek the support of eminent personalities. Baldwin II, King of Jerusalem, backed the order and granted the knights part of his palace in Jerusalem. The palace was located on the Temple Mount and coincided, or was next to, sources disagree, the Al-Aqsa Mosque. After the First Crusade, the mosque was turned into a royal palace named Solomon's Temple. Knights were staying in Solomon's Temple, people named them Templars. Still, as an order, they also needed to be recognized by the Pope. The first Grand Master of the Knights Templar, Hugues de Payens, left Jerusalem during the summer of 1127 with 5 other knights to go to Europe and seek Pope Honorius II's support. The group of 6 knights also traveled across several regions of France and crossed the Channel to reach first England, then Scotland. Their goal was to be acknowledged, raise funds, and recruit members. Likewise, new members of the order went to the Iberian Peninsula. Hugues de Payens also sought the help of Bernard of Clairvaux, an abbot, reformer of religious life, and leader of the Order of Cistercians. The group of 6 knights also traveled across several regions of France and crossed the Channel to reach first England, then Scotland. Their goal was to be acknowledged, raise funds, and recruit members. Likewise, new members of the order went to the Iberian Peninsula. Hugues de Payens also sought the help of Bernard of Clairvaux, an abbot, reformer of religious life, and leader of the Order of Cistercians. Bernard of Clairvaux agreed to support the Templars and wrote a short treaty, Book to the Knights of the Temple, in praise of the new knighthood. Bernard of Clairvaux called the Templars Moines Soldat, meaning warrior monks, highlighting the 2 key aspects of the order, praying and fighting. Following Bernard of Clairvaux's backing, the legate of Pope Honorius II acknowledged the Knights Templar as a religious order following a rule during the 1129 Council of Troyes. In 1139, 10 years after the first papal recognition, Pope Innocent II issued a papal bull which established the Templars' privileges. The papal bull stated that the Knights Templar were under the Pope's orders only. It also granted them papal protection and the right to have their own priests and choose their own Grand Master while remaining laypersons. Gradually, the Order of Solomon's Temple became a potent and popular order. Wherever they went, the local population gave them a warm welcome. Whether rich or poor, everyone was welcome to join the order, contributing to its growing popularity. As they were soldiers, the knights did not follow a rule as strict as other orders. They needed to be strong to fight, and they fasted less often than other monks. They also spent less time praying.